Hello guys, welcome back. Myself, Assistant Professor Gaurang Prajapati from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. So, in the previous video, we have covered the three different topics of the design plastic, plastic design of the subject design of steel structure, HM civil engineering. In this video, we are going to cover the design of beam using the plastic design. Just a moment. Okay. Let's solve this one. See, example number 1. Design a suitable section for two span continuous beam, each having span of 6 meter and supporting a dead load of 20 kilonewton per meter and live load of 25 kilonewton per meter using the plastic design approach. 7 marks, November 2018. See, so two span continuous beam is given. So first of all, we need to do the figure. See, so for that one, we need to do the figure. Two span continuous beam, this one of 6 meter span each and carrying dead load and live load of 20 and 25 kilonewton per meter. So this will be our figure. Okay, so let's start with the given data. Two span continuous beam of 6 meter span, dead load 20 kilonewton per meter, live load 25 kilonewton per meter. Now, so first of all, as loads are the normal loads, means they have not mentioned that loads are factor load or collapse load. So first of all, we need to convert it into the collapse load. So load factor is taken 1.7 for the plastic design. So collapse load equals to load factor multiplied by working load. Load factor is, we can say, 1.7 and dead load and live load, that is 20 and 25. So ultimately total collapse load will be 76.5 okay kilonewton per meter. That will be the total collapse load. Okay, so now let's convert this one into this one. See, just a moment. See, so this dead load and to live load. So what we did the summation of this one, that is 45 multiplied by 1.7. So ultimately we got this answer, 76.5. So ultimately our final figure will be this one. Okay, so giving the notation, say ABC, and it is subjected to total UDL of 76.5 kilonewton per meter. Now, as we can say, giving the notation ABC, as B is a intermediate support. Okay, so ultimately if I draw the span AB separately, it will be like this, A and B. While talking about BC, it will be like this. Okay, so we can see both will act as a prop cantilever beam. Okay, so span AB and span BC will act as a prop cantilever beam, and we have already seen in the previous videos derivation that for the prop cantilever beam with UDL, the formula of the moment is WL square by 11.656. Now W is 76.5 and L, that is for both span, it is 6 meter. Okay, so 6 square by 11.656. So we will get the moment, that is 236.27 kilonewton into meter. This moment is for the both spans, say AB as well as for BC. Both spans moment is, we can say, 236.27 kilonewton into meter. Okay, so usually plastic moment is taken as the maximum moment of the both span, but right now both spans moment is equal. So ultimately plastic moment will be the same, that is 236.27 kilonewton into meter. Okay, that is plastic moment. Now talking about bending moment diagram. So for that one, we need to calculate the simply supported moment for this one, for AB as well as BC. Once again the same thing, load is common and also distance is common. So total moments formula will be WL square by 8 for the simply supported moment. W 76.5, L is 8, divide by 8. So ultimately we will get answer 612 kilonewton into meter. So now let's do the diagram. So for diagram, what we need to do, that is, see, just a minute, do a baseline. Okay, AB span moment is WL square by 8, that is 612. BC span moment is also simply supported span, that is 612, like this. Okay, then talking about MP, it will be acting at the center, that is 236.27. over here 0, over here 0, because of simply supported support at the corner. Let's join this one. So this will be ultimately our bending moment diagram, or we can say collapse diagram. Okay, now already we have seen in the previous example that in case of the prop cantilever beam, say, let me draw a beam over here. This one is a prop cantilever beam. So from prop, at the distance of 0.415 L, plastic moment will be produces. So this one will be plastic moment MP. Say from this side also, say let me do the figure first of all. A fixed support, and this one was a prop. So from at the distance of 0.414 L, MP will be produced over here. Okay, so these are the cases of MP. Okay, so what we have done until now, that we have calculated the plastic moment, that is MP, as well as we have calculated the simply supported moment, and from those moment we have drawn these two diagram. Okay, now say now we are going to design a beam. So for that one we will need moment as well as shear force. Okay, so we have already calculated moment. Now let's calculate the shear force. So we have the continuous beam AB. So let's take any of the beam, as both span are equal. So we have taken the span AB over here, this one. Okay, now it is subjected to UDL, that is 76.5. At A, simple support corner, moment is 0, while at B, moment will be plastic moment. This is our MP, that is 236.27. Now we need to calculate its reactions, say Rn Rb. So simple, taking moment at A, say taking moment at A, so reactions moment will be anti-clockwise. Say Rb into dimension, that is 6 meter. So Rb into 6 equals to, say load is acting downward direction. Okay, as you can see, so all are, we can say, clockwise moment. So for that one, load into distance into half distance as per the UDL rule. So 76.5 into 6 into 6 by 2 plus this moment is also clockwise, that is 236.27. so ultimately by solving the above term, we will get the value of Rb, that is 268.88 kilonewton. Okay, once we get the Rb, say sigma V equals to 0, upward force equals to downward force. Say Ra plus Rb, upward and downward means total load. So we can say Ra equals to total load minus Rb. Okay, now let's talk about the total load. 76.5 kilonewton per meter UDL is there, so total load will be multiplied by 6. So 76.5 into 6, that will be the total load minus this Rb, that is this one. So ultimately we will get this one, 190.12 kilonewton, that is Ra. Okay, so finally shear force, that is Vp, maximum of Ra and Rb. Now Ra is 190.12, Rb is 288.88, so ultimately 268.88, so ultimately Vp will be the maximum answer, that is 268.88 kilonewton. So what we have got, we have got the maximum shear force, that is Vp, and maximum plastic moment, that is MP. So now we need to design a beam which can sustain these two moment, MP as well as the shear force Vp. So for that one we will require ZP, plastic section modulus. So step number 1, section selection. So for that one we need to calculate ZP. ZP equals to MP into gamma m0 divided by Fi. Let's talk about MP. Say unknown criteria is given over here, where MP equals to plastic moment, that is 236.27 kilonewton into meter was there. So I have converted it into the Newton into mm. So multiply by 10 raised to 6. So 236.27 into 10 raised to 6 into gamma m0, that is constant, table number 5, 1.10, divide by Fi, that is yield stress of steel, that is always taken as 250, this one. Okay, so that is 250. So we have got all the unknowns. Let's solve this one. So we will get the answer 1039.58 into 10 raised to 3 mm cube. Let's convert it into centimeter cube. So ultimately we will get 1039.58 centimeter cube. Okay, so that is the criteria of the ZP requirement. Now what we need to do, we need to select a section which can sustain this ZP, then as well as we have calculated shear force Vp and plastic moment MP. So we need to select a beam section which can sustain this shear force and bending moment successfully. Okay, so now we will select our section based on the value of this ZP. See, we need to select the section from the either steel table or we can say from IS 800, okay, whose ZP is greater than this ZP requirement and which solves shear force Vp as well as MP. So 1039.58. so let's go to the steel table or we can say IS 800. Just a minute. Okay, page number 138. See, our ZP is, that is, see over here we can see in the table ZP is this one, plastic section modulus. Just a minute, plastic section modulus, this is the value of ZP. Our ZP is 1039 point something, so we need to select a section whose ZP is greater than 1039. And beam section, see in this list you will also find some of the channel section also. In this list some of the channel sections are also there. See over here ISMC is there, like that. So we don't need to take the channel section, we need to select the beam section only, so 1039, keep the eye on greater than 1039. So we need Z section whose ZP is greater than this one. So say for example I am taking a round figure 1050. Okay, now this one is the column of ZP. Just a minute, second last column, this one. Okay, 1039. So okay, I got one section over here, say 1099, but it is say don't select a section whose ZP is we can say more or greater than more or less than we can say 50 or 100. So select a section in such a way that whose ZP's value is at least minimum 100, greater than 100 value. Okay, so we got 1039, this value is 109. First let me see, it is a beam or channel section. Let me see, it's a beam section. Okay, if I want to take it I can take it, but I'm not taking this one. I'm going for the safer side, so I'm taking another section, that is this one, 1176. and his section is, just a minute, let me draw a line. See this one, so this is ISMB 400. Okay, let me draw again. Yeah, ISMB 400. Okay, so this one is, these are its property. See, so these are its property, we can take all the property values from this one. Okay, this one is area, depth, then BF, TF, TW, etc, etc. Okay, so we can take all these values from this IS 800. Okay, now the main thing is this ZP. Our ZP requirement was 1039, against it I am taking a section whose ZP is 1176, so it is quite greater than 1039, so that's okay. So tally out this all this property and write it down in our answer sheet. Okay, just a minute. See, so as you can see, I have selected the section ISMB 400 at 61.5 kg per meter, whose value ZP 1176.18 centimeter cubes I have converted into the mm cube, that is multiplied by 10 to C. Then area 7840, depth 400, BF 140, TF 16, TW 8.9, root radius can be, we can get this value from the steel table. Then B, that is we can say BF by 2, that is 70. And talking about D, so let me show you the concept of D. See, this is the regular roll sections figure. Just a minute. Okay. See, this one is our regular roll sections. So if you are concerned about D, then D will be this depth. Okay, so what we need to do, from overall depth or height we can say this one is the value of TF, thickness of flange, and this one is root radius R. So what we need to do, we need to deduct thickness of flange as well as root radius of both sides. This one is of on one side, similarly we need to deduct it from the other side also. So our formula will be like this, say small d equals to capital D minus 2 times TF plus R. Okay, so small d's formula can be derived from this figure. Okay, so capital D, that is 400 over here, minus 2 times TF, that is 16, and R, that is 14. So ultimately by solving this one we will get the value of small d, that is 340. Clear? So we got this all the properties of the ISMB 400. Now let's check these conditions along with the IS 800 code. Okay, Okay, so first clarification, that is section classification. Now as we are designing plastic design, okay, so we need to make sure that the sections whichever we have selected, that must be plastic. Okay, so for that one we need to go table number 2, page number 19. Let me show you the condition first of all in the code. Just a minute. Okay, over here you can see table number 2. So both flange and wave conditions are given this one. See, there are three kind of sections. We have already studied this one in the elementary structural design subject. Class 1 plastic, class 2 compact, and class 3 semi compact. Right now we are concerned about plastic class, so we will see class 1. So for that one, first outstanding element of compression flange. So this one is the condition of the flange. The condition stands for ratio, that is B by TF for roll section. Okay, we have selected the roll section. Now the condition is B by TF. Now for the plastic it is 9.4. So make sure that our ratio of B by TF should be less than 9.4. Okay, then talking about flange, just wave. So in this one we can see over here wave of an I, H or box section. We have selected the beam section, that means I section. Now neutral axis at mid depth. So for that one, D by TW, the ratio should be greater, less or equals, that is 84 epsilon. Okay, so this one is the condition of flange and this one is condition of wave. So we need to clarify or check, we can say these two conditions. In this both equations unknown is epsilon, where epsilon's value is given over here in the note. You can see epsilon equals to 250 by Fy raised to 1 by 2. Say value of the Fy for the steel, that is 250 raised to 1 by 2. So ultimately it is 1 raised to 1 by 2, so it will be 1. Okay, so value of epsilon is 1. So let's check this condition for our selected section. So see, step number 2, section classification as per table number 2, page number 19. Say for flange, as we have seen in the code, B by TF, that is B, that is 70, and TF, that is, just a minute. Okay, now B, that is 70, TF is 60. So 70 divided by 16, answer is 4.38, which is well below the 9.4 epsilon. So our flange criteria for the plastic has been satisfied. Now going for the wave condition. Now for wave, D by TW, the value of the D is 340 and TW is 8.9. So 340 divided by 8.9, so we will get this answer 38.20, which is well below the 84 epsilon, hence okay. So both flange and wave conditions are satisfied for the plastic, so our selected section is plastic. Okay, now next condition. So now one thing is confirmed, that the sections which we have selected, that is plastic. Now let's check the condition for the moment and shear. First let's check about the moment, step number 3, that is check for the plastic moment capacity. Now for that one we need to follow this code as 800 clause number 8.2.1.2, page number 59. So let me take you for that clause. Page number 59, just a minute. Yeah, now as you can see, page number 59, not 59, sorry, page number 53, moments clause is there. Just a minute. Yeah, page number 53. Clause number 8.2.1.2, and the formula for the moment is this one, md equals to beta b zp fi by gamma m0. Okay, that is this one. Now where unknown parameters given over here, where beta b, that is 1 for the plastic and compact section. Now we have already provided check for the plastic section. Okay, so the value of the beta b will be 1 and others are the unknowns value. So let's go to the sum. See, Now over here page number will be 53. One correction is there. So now talking about unknown, where beta b equals to 1 for plastic and compact section. Our selected section is plastic, we have already clarified that one. Now talking about zp, so zp means plastic section modulus of the selected section. We can see in the property of the selected section zp, this one, see zp 1176.18 into 10 raised to 3. Then fy, that is yield stress of steel, that is 250 Newton per mm square, and gamma m0, that is partial safety factor, that is 1.10. So we have all the unknowns value. Let's put down it in the equation. So beta b 1, beta b 1176.18 into 10 raised to 3, fy 250 divided by gamma m0, that is 1.10. So by solving this one, we will get the answer, that is 267.31 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. So let's convert it into kilonewton into meter. So multiply by 10 raised to minus 6. So we will get the moment 267.31 kilonewton into meter. Now what does it mean? That we have selected the ISMB 400, right? So this selected ISMB 400 can sustain the maximum moment of the value 267.31 kilonewton into meter, means it is its moment capacity. Okay, now we need to make sure that this should be greater than the plastic moment which we got as a required plastic moment, that was 236.27, so which is well below. Okay, hence okay, the section ISMB 400 which we have selected, it is capable of sustaining this moment, that is 236.27. Clear? This 236.27 moment came from over here, as you can see, plastic moment. Okay, now we have provided the check for the moment, and now lastly we need to provide the check for the shear, check for shear. Okay, for that one again we need to go to the code, that is page number 59, clause number 8.4, 8.4.1 IS 800. So let me take you to the close. Page number 59. See, page number 59. Now clauses are given over here. Say clause number 8.4 shear. So in this one we can see shear's criteria is there. V should be less or equals to Vd. So V is equals to Vd, we can say, where Vd equals to, we can say, design strength, that is Vn by gamma m0. Okay, so we can say V equals to Vn by gamma m0, and in the clause 8.4.1 we can see this Vn equals to Vp, and where Vp equals to AV FYW divided by root 3. So ultimately let's put down the value of Vp over here, this one. Okay, so ultimately that will become our V. So our formula will be AV FYW divided by root 3, that is the value of Vp, and this formula, that is given divided by sorry, gamma m0. So that will become my formula of Vd. So Vd equals to AV FYW divided by root 3 into gamma m0. Okay, so from this value, say we will get the, so from this equation we will get the value of shear Vd, and then going back to the page number 53, the formula which we used earlier in the previous step. Just a minute. Okay, I'm going on page number 53, this one. See, page number 53. Now close, which we have used in the moment. Just a minute. See, we have used this formula in the previous step. So 8.2.1.2, let's read out this statement. When the factor design shear force does not exceed 0.6 Vd. See what they have shown over here. When the factor design force should not exceed this 0.6 Vd, then we can apply the formula of the moment, that is this one, Md. Okay, so Vd we will calculate from page number 59, and then we will convert it into the 0.6 Vd, and this 0.6 Vd should be greater than required shear force. Okay, let's get back to the answer sheet. So check for shear. See, now page number 59, formula Vd equals to AV FYW divided by root 3 gamma m0. Talking about unknown, only one unknown is there, that is AV. Now AV means factored shear area. Okay, so shear area of the shear. Now for the roll section, area of the shear will be always taken as capital D multiplied by TW, means capital D, or we can say capital height of the beam, that is H also you can say. So D multiplied by TW, D, that is, just a minute, D, or we can say H, that is the height of the section which we have selected, that is 400, and TW, that is 8.9. So by multiplying these two terms we will get the value of AV. Okay, so AV, T multiplied by TW, 400 multiplied by 8.9, so we got the answer 3560 mm square. Now let's put down this value of AV in this equation. Okay, so AV, that is 3560, FIW, that is constant 250 divided by root 3 constant, and gamma m0 partial safety factor, that is always taken as 1.10. Okay, now so by solving this one we will get the value of VD, that is 467.13 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Let's convert it into the kilonewton, multiply by 10 raised to minus 3, that is 467.13 kilonewton. Now as per the close number, page number 53, we need to convert this VD into 0.6 VD. We have already get the value of VD, so 0.6 VD, 0.6 into 467.13, we got the answer 280.27. Now what does this answer indicate? That we have selected the section ISMB 400. Okay, so this section is capable of sustaining shear force equals to 280.27 kilonewton, so it indicates its shear capacity. Now it should be greater than shear requirement, that is VP, which we have got in the first step. Okay, that was 268.88, which is well below the 280, hence okay, the section which we have selected is safe in shear. Okay, so we can say it is safe in shear. So finally the sections which we have selected is step number 2, we have provided the clarification object that ISMB 400 is plastic. Then in step number 3 we have also cross checked the section which it can sustain the bending moment requirement, and in the last step we have sustained that it is capable of taking the shear force, that is 268. Okay, so it has fulfilled all the requirements of taking as a plastic beam. So now we can say the provide ISMB 400 as a beam. Okay, thank you.